Hello and welcome to my guide for 4-tick melee Hydra, utilizing the Noxious Halberd for luring. So yeah, this guide will cover how to lure Hydra using a 4-tick melee weapon, as well as incorporating a Noxious Halberd to speed up, or speed up the kill, speed up the luring process. And yeah, first of all, I would just like to say who this guide is really for, because I think it's a somewhat niche situation in which you would have a Noxious Halberd and still be using a 4-tick weapon for your main hand. So those two use cases the two use cases that I saw were if you're using a Ghrazi Rapier, such as myself, or if you're using a Dragon Hunter Lance. If one of those two is your main weapon for Hydra, I think that this video could be helpful in improving your luring. And I've designed this method such that it avoids any of the corner run-unders you may have seen. So if you're someone who's done Hydra before with a 4-tick melee weapon, you might have tried to run diagonal and then click on the boss. And when you're running back, when you expect to do a drag hit, you end up running under the boss. So I have designed this method such that that should never happen, which is I think many people will find it better. Yeah. So let's get on to the tiles to start. Alright, so now we are at the Hydra arena itself, so I'd like to show off the tile markers I have for this. I've went pretty minimalistic with the tile markers because I tend to like having fewer if possible, so we have this red tile marker here in the bottom left, which is the start tile. The important thing to note here is that with this method I wait 1 tick before attacking, just to avoid any drags you don't want. It's possible there's a way to do it without waiting that tick, but because of how the vent system works, the actual time loss is less than 1 tick, so not something I'm super concerned with. But and of course these tile markers will be in the description, but I've color-coded them for the vent that they correspond to. So you're going to be clicking towards the green tile when you're moving the Hydra into the green vent, and then the same goes for the blue. You'll be clicking the blue tile as you move the Hydra into the blue vent. And as I'll show here in just one moment, you use the tile until you end up actually touching it, and then the boss is in the correct spot. And these pink tiles are for the skips, so this one here in the northwest is for lightning skip, and these two are for the flame skip. And yeah, you only need these 6 or 5 tiles marked here. Wait. 6, it is 6. Okay. I had to recount for some reason. Yeah, and then now I'll move on to a video of the kill itself to show the minute details. Alright, and here we have a boss about to spawn, and you'll see as it spawns here, I do wait 1 tick before clicking, and that makes it so there's no bad drags, and the boss is right on the red vent and gets weakened quickly. And then dodge the acid, all normal stuff for Hydra, and you'll see I get in line with the green tile so that I'm walking in a straight line, and I just click it, and then you can see I landed on it, and that's when I know that I'm done with it. And there the boss is on the green vent, ready to be weakened for blue phase. And let's just fast forward to blue phase here. And then very similar to with the previous vent, we're just going to click the blue tile and slowly move the boss to where we want it to be. And here we have it on the vent, and now it is in the correct position, and lightning comes right then. So trap the lightning like that, and now you're able to hit the boss using the Noxious Halberd, and it's also on the vent for red phase, which is normally not possible using melee, because if you want to melee the boss while being on the lightning trap tile, the boss cannot be on the vent, the blue vent for red phase, so this saves you that time you would have to spend luring the boss once it switches to red, which is the real advantage of this method. And then the rest of the kill goes about normally. There's no luring once you get to red phase, so just kill the boss as normal. And yeah, I hope this is helpful to anybody in this niche scenario I'm also in. Good luck.